Yo, what's up, y'all? My stomach is doing like crazy tricks right now. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. My stomach is doing stunts, like Evil Knievel stunts, bro. I'm gonna try and make this one quick, you feel me? Because my stomach hurts. So y'all remember that era where everyone was meat riding Ian? First of all, for those of you that missed this video or was just employed last summer, there was this rapper named Ian that had a pretty significant movement behind him, right? Like when he was dropping music pretty consistently like last year, 2024. He basically went viral for reasons that I explained in that video, but the TLDW is that my theory is he went up because he was white, not because his music was good. People didn't really like that I said that though, but it is what it is. It's my channel. You don't like it, then unsubscribe.
Don't like what I said, then unsubscribe.
Either way, right? This Ian dick riding era was pretty short-lived in my opinion, and today I kind of want to get into some reasons that I personally believe for why it was so short-lived. Now, by no means am I saying this kid fell off. I gotta say that so y'all won't have a damn stroke in the comments. I mean, I think he's doing a tour, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but you know, you've truly, quote unquote, fallen off when you can't sell tickets. Like this guy. My fault. Point being though is that I just haven't heard much about Ian as of late. That was until I saw this tweet by Ofold where it simply said they put him back in the vault. In other terms, this nigga fell off. Now, going through the replies and quotes on this tweet was painful, simply because a lot of people were wrong about what they were saying. I saw people saying that he's still fire as if he's been dropping hella music consistently, which would be a fucking lie. And quite a few people were saying he was an industry plant, which I thought was just the stupidest thing ever. The reason I thought that was so stupid was because all you have to do is go on his SoundCloud to see that he was uploading music for at least 3 years before he blew up. I feel like if he was an industry plant, he would have come out the gate with all these different people trying to work with him and praise him. Like if y'all remember, that's not really what happened. I do think he kind of went up pretty naturally. At least what we consider natural now. Seeing as someone almost blows up every 2 months at this point, right? But either way, he's not an industry plant, so stop saying that shit is stupid. Then it's like, let's look at a real industry plant like 4Bats and remember how if you tried to find anything about this guy before he was 4Bats, dumbass name, and he seemingly came out of nowhere dropping Dollar General Brent Faiyaz music, you would struggle. There was not anything known, at least publicly, about him before he popped. Anyway though, not to reiterate too much from the other video I did about him, but you know, I think he just blew up because of how quote unquote unconventional, here I go with the quotes again, quote unquote unconventional he was as an artist, right? Like I said before, it was just kind of a little crazy to see a suburban looking kid at a dinner table saying the things he was saying. That was the virality of Ian in my opinion. But that's all in the past now, thank God, because everyone has kind of moved past how, oh, it's a white kid rapping, like that's so interesting. Like there's nothing interesting in any way, shape or form about that. And now they just want new music from him. And let me not say everyone, because some people are genuinely still in the matrix of thinking that a white kid rapping about trapping and killing people is cool. Well, on May 31st, 2024, he would drop his first official mixtape, Valedictorian. And you know, I'm known as a hater, yada yada, whatever. But bro, I did not like this project. I'm gonna be real with y'all. The only Ian I truly liked was the music he was making in 2022. That was good music. This though, this sucked, and I thought I was crazy until I saw this.
The real joke of Valedictorian is that Ian is trying to build a career off of just bluntly ripping off his contemporaries and just passing in a carbon copy of their work without putting his own personality or spin on it at all. I would actually say in the case of multiple tracks here like Omakase, Ian is handing in much shittier versions of the songs by the artists he's inspired by.
Now it is Anthony Fantano, the internet's busiest pompous know-it-all or whatever, so I don't really take his opinion on anything too seriously. I don't really take anyone's opinion seriously for that matter, but definitely not him. Still though, it did confirm my suspicion that this project was just kind of bad, right? So then I went and read some more reviews about the project and well,
Ian is so boring. He's a nothing artist. Take away the oh wow it's a suburban white boy rapping like he's from the streets, and there's literally nothing there. He's not terrible, but he sounds like every other kid with a SoundCloud, and that would be fine if the songs were good, but everything I've heard from him goes in one ear and out the other.
Thank you, last_reaction_8176. Couldn't have said it better myself, except I'm about to. So I was like, well, damn, that's okay, you know, it's a mixtape, not an album. Usually in rap, you know, the mixtape isn't the true introduction to an artist's full capabilities. That's what the album is for. Oh, sweet. He dropped an album called Goodbye Horses. Surely there's no way he misses again. Oh my god.
As far as the core content of this album goes, it sucks and it's not better than Valedictorian by any stretch of the imagination. His voice is flat, it's lifeless, it is so bleh. So doing something that actually tries to speak to the heart or pull at your heartstrings is just gonna fall flat. So yeah, Goodbye Horses, I'm just not really sure I have anything else to add. This is just the definition of mid.
So then again, his first album, like actual album, is not received too well. You're 0 for 2, you know, to some people. And I do understand that the public perception of someone can be very vague. Like, you can look in a certain place on the internet and find people who hate Ian, like this channel, or you can look in other places and find people who really enjoy his music, you know, like in an 11th grade classroom. So basing the state of his career off of what, public perception, it just isn't fair. Public perception can be pretty difficult to find true data on because one man's blade is another man's treasure. So I want to base it off of facts. Fact number 1, right? The constant talks about him in the way that you literally could not escape him have quite literally disappeared. Finally. And you gotta remember, if you haven't watched my other video on him, you probably heard about him through some form of social media last year, and look at how not even a year later, barely anyone is talking about him. I know some of you in the comments are gonna be like, well, UV, you're a grown man just hating on another young artist. You don't know music, you don't know ball. Fuck up, little bro. Now again, I'm not saying he's falling off. Dude's got 5 million monthly listeners. People are obviously still deciding to tune into this guy. I'm just saying the buzz surrounding his name is closed. There's no buzz, no bees in the hive, okay? Now, while we've already gotten into maybe a more biased aspect of why, I could try and maybe explain one more reason. I don't know. So while this is moderately biased again, I do just kind of want to give you a refresher that when Tyler the Creator said what he said in regards to Ian without even saying his name, I think it actually had a pretty negative impact on his career, especially since everyone knew who bro was talking about. Now, what I failed to mention in that video though is that his manager actually had a response to what Tyler said. I'm just gonna put it on the screen right here. I don't really feel like talking about this for too long, but this is kind of something I want to leave you with though. The funny part is that the people who truly care about what Tyler the Creator says in interviews publicly are more than likely not the kind of people that are gonna even take an artist like Ian that serious to begin with, right? Because, okay, so from the perspective of Ian's target audience, you just have to think it's just like high schoolers and, you know, like a younger demographic. Like, please do not take this the wrong way, even though you probably will, but I feel like if you listen to Ian unironically, you probably watch Kai Cenat streams. Your brain just needs certain things to be hit in a certain manner, and let's just say it don't take that much for your brain to get hit, okay? That's all I'm saying. To the Ian demographic, Tyler the Creator is just a washed old head who makes music for bisexual skateboarders and fake earthcore girls. Okay, I'm sorry, that was probably too much. Either way, the people with brains like mine are just more inclined to not take a rapper like Ian that serious because I know how to listen to music and turn my mind off. Trust me, I do it with David Shoddy. But I can also cut on a song and look at it in a more conventional approach. So the whole, you know, hey guys, I'm a trap artist that's white thing, that shit doesn't work on me. It has nothing to do with the fact that I'm older, because trust me, I listen to people that have that Ian effect, which is just music that's supposed to be fun. I don't need bars. I don't need you to be that avant-garde for me to enjoy your music. But Ian's music just feels empty. Like, it's not good enough for me to turn my mind off and enjoy it. It's just there. And I think that's all the internet's whiniest nerd could have said. Do I think Ian is untalented? Absolutely not. He made music that I did kind of enjoy at one point, even though it was a few years ago. But these last 2 projects have shown me it's not really gonna go anywhere past this with him. And artists do improve and evolve, so I'm not making this video like, haha, Ian sucks, roll the damn outro with the song I'm gonna gatekeep. No, I actually want to see this guy succeed, even though he's dick sucking our culture. Other than that though, I like to see people succeed. I just think that where he's at right now musically is kind of mid. That time limit, especially as a rapper in 2025, is real short. So his manager needs to stop dicking around, let him drop more music. And when I looked up Ian rapper, the first thing that came up was unreleased before Valedictorian or Goodbye Horses. So what's clear, people want to hear this guy's music, so just let him drop it, because at this point, He's no Kendrick or Drake or Cardi where he can go too long without dropping new music. The industry moves way too quick for that. That's the state of Ian's career. I'm UVXCX. Later.
I ain't never hit go yet. While I'm talking like I been did that. Yeah, I've been on the road so far. 20 bands on a go yard back. Like the damn far pack. Ducking head, need a fucking hard hat. Yeah, go inside the gym. Gotta get my scrubs back. Yeah. I get paid, I get more than that, nigga. I'ma take that, I don't ball none.